welcome to the Skrunkly podcast. If you ain't skrunkling, what are you doing? And if you don't know what that means, neither do we. I'm Emily, and I was a cowboy in the past life.
Hi, I'm Maddie, and yesterday I lost a tube of chapstick in my belly button.
My name is Manny, and I like turtles.
Hey, I'm Ryan, and I eat chapstick just violently every day.
My name is Tim, and I love gore videos online. I really do. That's real. Thank you.
Yeah, I believe that.
Weren't we supposed to tell a lie?
Just be honest. I chose to start off strong and be honest for this episode.
Well, I also do like turtles.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
turtles
I
are
was
kinda
a cowboy.
We're starting off.
I know I was.
I didn't lose a tube of chapstick in my belly button.
She couldn't lose it because I
let that
ate
be
it
clear.
before
Just
she,
halfway,
before she
just
lost
halfway.
It.
Yeah, I didn't lose it, but Brian found it,
Aw.
Yep.
Okay,
Mine.
so
buddy.
usually when we start, we sometimes like to give a little example of something skrunkly. And if you were just now tuning in, this is your first episode. Something skrunkly is something that you hold dear, but is so ugly it's cute. Like hold dear in love, but is so ugly it's cute. And so usually when people think of something skrunkly, they think of like an animal or something
Mhm.
along those lines. But I decided to talk about a skrunkly celebrity. And a celebrity I find skrunkly is Danny DeVito. I love that man.
That's so
That's
good.
a good. That's a
That-
good example.
God tier.
I mean, he's perfect.
He's
He's
a-
perfect
He's a
for
gift.
skrunkly.
He's a gift to the earth.
He is a gift.
Wow. Sometimes when
There's
I'm
just
sad,
not much that's more pure than Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
sometimes
what about Jack
when
Black?
I'm sad and lonely, I think about how blessed I am to exist on this planet at the same time as Danny DeVito. You know?
Not for much longer though, huh? He's pretty old.
Nah,
he old?
gonna
Not
live
that
forever. He's Danny DeVito.
I hope he lives forever. He's Danny DeVito.
I mean,
He's still
killable.
doing his
Um,
thing.
He's looked like he was
Killing
about
it.
to die since he was like 30. Like, but I love him.
Oh wait,
Uh,
he is old.
Do-
Oh
How
no,
old is he?
77.
Oh my
How old is he?
god.
Whoa.
I mean, have
Really?
you guys watched him on It's Always Sunny? He really
Yeah.
does a lot of like crazy stuff. He's probably knocking on heaven's door right now.
Oh my god.
The shit he
I
gets
mean, yeah, have you
into.
seen the
So-
length of that guy's spine? Yeah, no, for sure. It's gonna collapse any moment.
He's rolling into heaven's door.
So I saw some pictures online the other day of Danny DeVito and Anna Nicole Smith at a basketball game, and they are absolutely so cute. She gives him just a big old smooch, and they're hugging and laughing. It's adorable.
Are they like best
I
friends?
love
Or...
that.
Skrunkly cute. I don't know. Like I don't know if they were like together or just like
They
friends.
definitely
or-
were not together.
I don't know. You
Right.
know, the smooch was convincing.
I'm a Danny DeVito
I'm
mega
just kidding.
fan. I would fucking know that.
Okay, I'm
Then
sorry.
you would
I'm
know
sorry
the
for
amount
doubting
of pussy
your knowledge.
Danny DeVito pulls. He could get any.
remember that
man.
episode
where he dropped his Magnum condom, or no, his monster condom for his Magnum dong?
Ma-
He gets all the foot.
For my magnum dong.
Oh no, I dropped my monster condom for my Magnum dong. Oh. I can't believe it.
Do you guys have any other skrunkly celebrities in mind?
I can think of one. Steve Buscemi. I like me some Steve Buscemi.
God.
He's
Wow.
wholesome in a very skrunkly way.
Yeah, and he got bulbous eyes.
Oh
Playing
my
on that,
God,
maybe like a
yes.
little like Willem Dafoe.
Yes.
Gilbert
Oh.
Gottfried.
Oh
Yes.
the clitoris.
Sorry. Ow, the clitoris.
He's God, he's such a
Clitoris.
psychopath.
Ah.
Oh my god,
Gilbert.
Can't find it. Help him.
Gil.
I hated that and loved it.
There are a lot of good skrunkly celebrities. Are there any good female skrunkly celebrities? I feel
was
like that might
just
be
about to say that.
offensive, though.
Steve
I
mean, how is it
Buscemi
not
is
offensive for
in-
men?
He's a firefighter.
Men are allowed
Double
to be ugly.
standards. Men are allowed to be ugly. Women have standards.
Not allowed.
You're ugly and short? Go to the gym. You fucking.
Wait, are you calling these people ugly? We were just
Yeah.
calling them skrunkly.
Well, I
They're
say
so ugly. They're cute. Maybe like Donatella Versace.
I don't even know who that
don't
is.
know
You guys
what
know
it
I
is.
think she's just rich and dresses.
She looks like
nicely.
a catfish, and not like I got catfish, like a literal catfish.
Oh
Huh.
wait, what about the girl from the Queen's Gambit? Like, she's not
Oh, Anna
ugly, but her
Taylor.
eyes are so far apart and big.
I think she's like gorgeous. I really like her.
Yeah, I mean,
Are
she's
you talking about,
beautiful.
I like her.
But like also
Are
a little bit.
Are you
spicy.
talking about what the fuck is her name? She was in Game
Anna
of Thrones.
Taylor-Joy.
Oh, Anya
No.
Taylor-Joy?
I think that's her name.
Yeah,
She wasn't
Anya
in Game of
Taylor-Joy.
Thrones.
No, she wasn't.
No.
We're
Yeah,
just
she
saying
wasn't
she's
in Game of
Skrunkly.
Thrones, but she's hot. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. And
She's
her voice.
beautiful.
Oh, that voice. That voice. Have you ever
It's
heard
like
her talk?
milk.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
I've
like
watched
milk
every movie she's
that
been
it's
in.
like milk that hasn't curdled. You know what I'm saying?
It's like
It's on the
milk and
brink.
honey.
My favorite kind of milk.
It's on the brink of curdle. It's nice and sour. Goes down real harsh.
It doesn't
Buttermilk.
quite stink yet.
It's a little bit bubbly and you get a
Buttermilk.
bug stuck in your teeth somehow.
Oh,
What? Where'd the bug come from?
that's what I'm
The
wondering.
milk, dummy. Came from the milk.
Oh God! Who
It
Where do you
put the
think
bug
bugs
in the
come
milk?
from? You think bugs just spawn out of nowhere?
That's how
They
life
come
started
from
on
milk?
Earth. Actually, some milk went
Yeah.
bad in the ocean, and it just started creating shit. You know,
What came
Making
first?
bugs.
The critter that made
What-
the milk or the milk?
the milk.
What came first, the milk or the mommy?
Oh my God,
Mm.
udders are just portals to the milk dimension. That's how we get it. Udders aren't from cows. Bullshit.
Portals to the milk. They just open up little portals and they pour milk out of the milk
Yeah.
dimension into here, or the milk dimension.
The milk.
I want
I wanna know what the milk dimension's like.
I want milk. I want milk.
Thank you for that.
That's what heaven is. It's just a milk dimension. You just cross over.
Milk dimension. I love that.
dimension. I want to put my milk. I want to get the milk dimension.
More, Tim. More. Keep going. No, I'm just
Wait,
kidding.
who's that?
Milk dimension.
We all
Hold
want
on,
more.
hold on. We were talking about Skrunkly celebrities. What's that guy from that one movie? It's like Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I can't think of his name.
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera. Yes, that guy.
He's like 40, or no, he's almost 50 years old and he's still 15.
He's
you know what I'm
not
saying?
almost 50.
Yeah, no, he actually
Did he
is
just-
though.
No.
No,
Like,
he's
he's
not.
33. He's
You're
33.
kidding.
He's
He's-
totally
yeah.
no, he's like 60
Well,
actually.
I
so
mean,
get it wrong.
that's over
I
halfway
just
to
want
50.
the audience to know Tim is young, so anybody over the age of 25 is
You can't
50.
just be. You can't. No, fuck you. Don't.
Tim's a
don't
baby,
do that.
so-
That's
I guess we're
fucking.
all
That's
50.
no.
We're
that's-
creeping up on
that's-
50.
That's patronizing. That's annoying. Don't do that.
Ew,
you didn't
Michael
say Michael
Cera with
Cera
facial
was-
hair looks like a
Yeah, it was a joke.
fucking
It's-
nutsack.
the facial hair, that's like Skrunk. There's no Lee. It's just Skrunk.
Yeah, that's just
Hmm.
wrong.
Ooh, you know who has scrunkly facial hair? Oh my God, what's his
Me?
name? Mark Wahlberg when he was in some like military movie.
Oh,
It's like
The
half
one
his
where he's-
movies.
yeah.
Lone Survivor. I think
yeah,
that's what
the
it's
one.
called.
It's based on a real story. Yeah.
Yes, it's a really good movie, but that beard
The
was
fucking
god
stupid
awful.
the Florida man goatee with like the
Yes.
fucking yeah.
and like patches all on his cheek. When I
My
watched that
dad
movie, I
had
was
that
like,
for
what
like
the fuck? Oh no,
my dad had that on his face for like decades, like that exact facial hair.
decades.
Yeah, decades.
You didn't say anything.
I was not born yet. He started shaving when I was born.
Oh,
He's like, I can't let my son see
it's
me
because
like
he knew that
this.
he would sit there and rip his facial hair out if
Probably. I'd probably
if he
sit on his
didn't.
lap and just be like, Dada!
give me that. I'm so cold. I need a blanket.
So
Please,
cool.
father.
hair. Father, what is this growing out of your face?
Give me it now. Okay, hold on. Speaking of Mark Wahlberg, that brought something up in my mind. Have you seen the Uncharted movie? Any of you?
I don't want to. It will
No.
ruin my perception of
You don't
Uncharted.
want to?
Come
I love the
on.
Uncharted games. Uncharted 3
I know,
is like one
me
of my
too.
favorite
That's why I
games.
saw it. I had to go see it.
I can't, dude. Tom Holland is Nathan Drake. Who the fuck thought that'd be a good idea?
I think
I
Mark
think Tom
Wahlberg
Holland
looks
is,
more like
cutie pie.
Yeah, that
he
doesn't
is,
mean
but
anything.
that's the
He's-
problem. Nathan Drake's like,
Okay, so
Urgh.
in the games, I don't know if you've ever played Uncharted, but Nathan Drake is a fucking douchebag. He's an asshole.
he is.
He's like an
That's-
actual dickhead. But
Yeah.
like he's a lovable dickhead, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
A lovable
He's
dickhead?
he's a lot like
Just like
he's a
you.
lot like Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Tom Holland is way too young and way too like fucking cutesy to play that character, and he didn't do it right. Watching
Mark
all the trailers.
so
Wahlberg.
you're
make me
calling him
throw up.
cute?
Yes,
So maybe
he's
Mark
adorable.
Wahlberg should have been him.
Yes,
Yes,
actually,
Mark
though.
Wahlberg would
Mark-
have been a way better Nathan Drake.
And don't even get me started on the fucking Sully casting. Why is he Sully? Sully is like a 50-year-old man, and I get that
With
Mark
gray
That's
Wahlberg.
what,
hair.
that's what
But listen, Mark Wahlberg
That's
is
what David said,
Mark
my fiance.
Mark Wahlberg is notorious for not aging, and you want the character to look older. And also in the games, Nathan Drake and Mark and Sully met when Nathan was like 14. Like he wasn't like an adult by then. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because he kind of looks like Tom Holland kind of looks like maybe 18.
Right, exactly. Whereas like Nathan Drake was a young dude, and it bothers me. It really bothers me.
What, did you like the movie, Ryan?
Okay, I liked it, but yeah, I definitely agree with Tim. There's a lot of weird casting calls that didn't really make sense compared to the game. Because again, I love those games. Like I didn't play them till like I was in middle school, but when I did, I binged through them. But yeah, the casting doesn't make any sense. None at all. They look nothing like their characters. But
And
I
they
will
act
say
nothing like them.
they act like nothing like them either. The story's a little distorted. Obviously, it's a movie. But the one thing that like I was like, whoa, like for what they did, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. But I just had to get through like separating it from the game. You know, I was like, okay, this is its own thing.
I don't believe
But
I've ever
the
watched it.
young kid who played like baby Nathan Drake when he was like a young teenager looks identical to like Tom Holland. I don't know who they got. I don't know who that kid
that's
was,
cool.
but he looks exactly like you would expect a young Tom Holland to look, and it was fucking crazy. It was cool.
Maybe that's why they did Tom Holland, because they liked the kid, and they're like, "Shit, we gotta get."
The kid
someone
did a
to
way
look
better
like
job
this
of acting
kid.
like Nathan Drake than Tom Holland did, to be honest.
I was gonna say they never can get video game movies right.
Mm-mm.
Like,
No,
every
they fucked
video
up
game
every
movie
time.
is dog shit, and they always fuck it up. So I'm
I've
not
seen
even.
That's
the
why I
Doom
didn't watch
movies.
the World of Warcraft movie.
How was that?
Same.
Just kidding. Actually, I did buy it, or rent it, I guess, because I wanted to watch it, and I think that I fell asleep in like the first 15 minutes.
I forgot
Oh,
they made
God.
a movie of that.
He said, "This
Yeah.
shit trash."
The
Yeah,
shittiest movie of all time.
I mean, I like the recent Mortal Kombat movie. That one.
Yeah,
forgot-
that was
I forgot-
actually too bad.
I forgot about that one. That one was good.
Is he wouldn't even have looked here. For context, I'm gonna show a picture, and you're not gonna see it, audience. But look, he does. Oh, you can't see that.
Who
But he
is it?
does
Who are
kind
you
of look
showing me?
like a young from the game, the young Nathan Drake. Tom Holland
Oh,
looks
the
like
young
him.
kid. The young kid.
But like the 16-year-old Nathan Drake, he looks like him. But
Yeah.
they're playing him at a way later time in his life. Like if he looks like a kid, he's supposed to be a fucking kid. Like Nathan Drake is a punk when he's a kid, like an asshole.
Yeah.
Like and not.
Punk.
He's not supposed to be like a lovable goofball. That's not Nathan Drake. He's a fucking dickhead.
He's an anti-hero. He really is.
Yes. He kills people. He shoots people in the head, and he's like, "Yes, I got him." Like that's Nathan Drake.
Yes.
Like Arthur
Look at
Morgan
this
and
Yes,
Red Dead
exactly. That's
Redemption.
actually a really good comparison. Arthur Morgan's a fantastic comparison. It is
Right,
like, this
yeah.
guy's
I
a
love
fucking
Arthur Morgan.
asshole. This is a bad person. But damn, he looked cool while doing it.
Right.
That's exactly who
Let me
he
go
is.
kill
if you
another
look
person
cool,
for
you
good
can get
measure.
away with just about anything, right?
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, like never
Nope.
mind.
Putin.
Oh my god.
Have you seen him on a
Speaking
horse?
of Putin, Manny,
You ever seen that guy without a shirt
you
on
had
and
a
horse?
you had a question
He
for
looks
us.
like melted
Oh,
ice cream
yeah.
on a dog.
This is nothing to do with video games or movies, but I did want to ask you guys, and we can talk about this. Do you wipe standing up or sitting down?
Oh boy.
I feel like there's only one right answer.
There is.
And if you pick the
Sitting
wrong
down.
answer, you got to get out of here.
I say I sit.
Okay.
Okay,
Who's bold enough to go next?
I sit.
I'll go next.
Already did. I sit.
I do a good combo of the both.
What does that mean?
Oh, shit,
Explain.
tell us more.
Elaborate immediately.
She does handstands.
I mean, you do most of the dirty work sitting, but then sometimes you just take one extra and just do a little cheek check before you pull your pants
But
up.
does a cheek check count?
Okay, that's fair.
Does that
You
count?
start
though?
in
Standing
the
up, I'm
right
wiping my
place.
butt.
You start in the right place, and that's
Yeah.
what matters.
Yeah. And
And
I
I
have-
end strong.
yeah.
Like a situation. So Ryan, I want to hear yours before I go into my situation here.
Well, I'll just put it real simple. I started as a stander. I've been converted to a sitter.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, up
When?
until like
Since
That's
when?
impressive.
I'd say like middle school, and then I was like, what am I doing? What is wrong with me?
Wait.
Why
So
am I
you did
like
this
this?
like on your own. It wasn't that you were shamed into being a sitter.
No. I questioned myself. I was like, why do I do that? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, you stand up and then your
Hate
butt
you.
cheeks
Exactly,
press up against each
exactly.
other.
Yeah,
I was
and
like-
I just get poop.
I was like, ooh, this doesn't seem right. So I stopped doing it.
Clapping kills me. You just booty clap your poop around. So
Twerk the
I was
I-
a round boy too.
So my thing is I sit if I'm somewhere that I'm comfortable, and as long as I didn't poop. If it's just a pee-pee,
We're talking about poop
And I'm in
here,
public.
right?
and I just want to get away from the toilet as quickly as possible, I'll stand. I'll just be like, "Ugh, get it.
stand
'Cause-
facing the toilet or stand over
Wait,
the toilet.
stand while
Actually,
pooping?
I typically
while you're
hover omnipotently over the toilet.
Okay.
And so,
I earlier at work, I had before my overtime started, I had an overtime break. It's like 10 minutes, so I ran into the bathroom and I did like a backflip outside the stall and shot a shit out of my butt during the backflip into the stall, into the toilet, and flushed it with a second shit pellet.
Dang.
It came out
That
so
is
clean.
what
You
we call
didn't need to wipe.
precision.
No, it just
Security was blown away.
Security, actually, they were like,
He's
we're
got
going to
a
escort
double
this guy
barrel
out of here.
asshole.
They were like, we're going to escort this guy out of here. And then they were like, never mind. When they saw it happen, they're like,
Yeah,
never
they were
mind.
blown away by his shit. He blew.
Yeah.
No, they
Yeah.
actually got
Wow.
farted on. They had to leave.
Like, sir, stop shitting in the women's restroom.
Damn.
It actually, there was a lady
This
on the
is the
toilet
kitchen.
at the time. She actually was sitting on the toilet, and it went between her legs. And then the second
This
one
is a
whizzed right
McDonald's.
past her face, right under the button to flush the toilet.
He didn't even
That
have
is
to wash it.
incredibly
It was just came out
No,
so clean.
it all clumped together.
Also, hold on. I would like to dig into what Maddie was saying. Maddie, the question was, do you sit down or stand up when you wipe? And you started talking about pissing. That's an unfair advantage.
Okay, I'm
Manny,
sorry.
Tim and I, we can't relate. We give it a shake. We ain't
Give it the
wipers
old-
when we
give it the
pee.
old-
So do
the old
I.
wacky little
You-
wiggle.
We
You
yeah.
do a little wiggle waggle.
Well, sometimes I'll dab it.
Yeah, but a dab
That's true.
ain't a
That's
wipe.
true.
Little dab.
Not a wipe though.
Manny's a clean man.
I always
like,
did that. I always did that.
exclusivize this
before,
to
Dab will do you.
Exclusify this to poop.
Okay,
Your situation
if
with
we're-
poop.
if we're so I don't really like to
doesn't
poop
poop.
in public,
To not poop.
It doesn't have
but
to be in public.
well,
Like, at
well,
home.
It's an
my
emergency.
thing was that if I'll just say I sit, but if I'm in public, I'm not pooping. But if I was in public, I'd sit. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I went too far. I went too far down this rabbit hole. I don't like
You did it
public
to yourself.
pooping.
So
Well,
you're
I'm
not
really
supposed to
glad
shit in
to
If I
public,
can help
and in
it.
fact, that's illegal. So
Yes.
I don't know why you're doing that.
It is. It is. They have cameras in every bathroom that I've ever been in my life,
Yeah.
except for my
I heard
house
they have
bathroom.
cameras in the
I
in
think
the
that's
toilet.
Yeah,
illegal.
they don't have cameras in the men's bathroom, but there's a little there is a little like bulb thing that looks like a camera, and there's a little leprechaun in there that jerks off while you piss.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Tim, that's a Jersey
Okay.
secret.
He's just spreading his lucky charms.
Oh, oh
Are y'all ever scared that a snake will come out of the toilet and
No.
bite your butt?
no.
No.
I am scared of
100% of the
peeing in
time,
rivers
every
though.
time.
Peeing in rivers is scary because there's little microbe things that swim up your dick hole.
That's like only
Yeah.
in
I
the
I
Amazon.
don't want that to
Scary.
happen
I don't
in my
want it
dick
to
hole.
happen. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm,
I'd be
I'm very
devastated if
afraid of
microbes
fresh water.
Came up my dick hole.
And also,
That- I-
if
actually-
you piss,
Can I?
sorry. Continue.
No, you're good. You go, because my thing's gonna just derail this whole
I'm pretty sure if
conversation.
you
Oh,
piss,
God.
I'm pretty sure if you pissed down a river, like a bear a mile up could smell it and then follow you. Like I'm pretty sure that's a
They're like,
thing.
we're about
He's
to
after
fight
that
this kid.
lemonade.
Piss it
You're
in my
pretty sure?
river.
What if
When
you
I
ate
was a
asparagus
boy,
first, though?
Pissing in my river.
Then it's gonna smell like asparagus, and he's like, food.
Asparagus piss is literally like your insides are rotting out.
It's
smell.
Y'all ever had a
horrifying, like, when
bang
you
piss?
forget. A what?
A bang.
A bang piss. You know, like the Bang energy drinks.
Oh, I thought you meant.
I mean,
Maybe
I've
it's just
had
me,
some,
but
but
I
I-
downed one of those, and next thing you know, I know I'm peeing and I'm smelling it all over again. It's intense. It's like it's strong. It's strong.
I thought you were gonna
It
say you
will taint
instantly
you.
got a urinary tract infection and were peeing blood, but
That's true. That.
Have
that-
you ever had a
Never.
Have you ever had a ecstasy piss?
Whoa! What? What a
Danny,
joke!
tell us more.
What? Where you-
You ever had?
Well,
you ever
obviously
had
don't
one
do
of
drugs.
pisses?
Tell
I
us.
piss meth.
but
Hold
The
on.
one
Tell,
time.
tell us about the ecstasy piss. I need to.
the
hear
one time I took ecstasy, I chugged maybe like a gallon and a half of water. Just
Oh, that's good.
Hydrated.
it's like so much water. Yeah,
The
I
kidneys
went
were
through like
feeling good that day.
I went through like 3 packs of gum, and I pissed for what felt like 10 minutes straight. Like I
One
peed for
big
so long.
That's how it
Like
feels.
my legs were starting to get tired. I was like, oh my god, when's this gonna end?
You were Austin Powers saying the piss.
Like,
Do you
Yeah.
blame that on the amount of water you drank or the ecstasy?
Yes.
Well, I drank the water because of the ecstasy, and I
Okay.
peed because of the water.
It's
a
Nah,
circle of
Ryan.
life.
Yeah, it's a ladder.
That's how I feel like anytime that I'm drunk or I guess using substances, and then I go to the bathroom, it's like, this is taking so damn long.
Look at
The
your
hell?
watch. You're like, I got
The-
shit to do.
Watch
Man, I
the-
want to get back
the
to
pattern
walking
on
around
the
in my living room
Walls
in
move,
circles.
you know.
The walls melt.
I'm like, stop. Let me pee first.
I don't know about you guys, but that's what I do anytime I'm under the influence. I just start walking around the rooms. I just pace real fast. I'm like, "What's up, guys? How we
Sounds
doing?
like
What's
you're
up,
power
guys?
walking, not
What's up, guys?" Oh yeah, I am. It's like a speed walk. I'm just walking in circles. I'm like,
Olympic
"What's up,
power
guys?
walking.
Yo, guys, what's up? Check that out. Look at that thing. What's
Who you
up,
talking
guys?"
to? The dogs.
What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
Yeah, and then I have like a full panic attack. I'm like, "Save me! It's getting dark!" And they're like, "What are you talking about?
Mommy.
Are you okay?" And they're like, "Here, just have some water." I'm like, "It's poison. I'm gonna die."
This is how I end.
And then 5 minutes later, I'm back to walking around.
Side note, I'm only saying this because it's recreationally legal here, but if you ever
It is here
smoke
too.
marijuana or eat it and you are feeling too high, if you drink very lemony water, it helps kind of like counteract the high.
Is that
For
real?
all
Is that
my
like a
Mm.
so it's
Paranoid
like a,
people out there.
So it's like a weed trip killer.
I don't think it's a trip killer. I think it's just like we gotta
Mellows you out.
we'll slow the train down a little bit.
Mhm.
Because sometimes you're just
Interesting.
sitting there, you're like, the government's
I've
out to
had
get
too
me.
many slices.
Yeah.
What if the birds are
That's
real?
enough slices.
That's enough.
Lemon
good.
water. There you go,
Definitely been there before. There was one time that me and my sister found some stuff, and we went to the back of the neighborhood, in my mom's neighborhood, and we smoked these little joints, and both of us were so high,
guys.
Just
so
cooked.
so high. Like I've never been on that level before. I don't know what that shit was, but anyway,
It wasn't
we were like
weed.
walking, we were walking through the neighborhood trying to like get back home, and we were both like, "Man, this is weird." But these cars kept coming. It was like midnight or later. I can't remember what time it was. But we tried to hide behind one of those like electric utility box things. We
Yeah.
dove behind one in front of a car, and neither of us fit behind that thing. But we were like, "What? They can't see us now. They can't see us now." But they definitely.
Yes, I can't see
and
them.
they
They can't see me.
definitely
Because if they
knew.
see us, they know we smoked that joint.
They're gonna
I-
smell it on my breath through the car
like-
going at 30 miles an hour.
It's so normal to see people like walking, especially like two kids, like seeing them walking late at night. I feel like in that neighborhood, it was just like, kids out at night, not a big deal. But
Yeah.
yeah, we were like so paranoid.
Y'all were some
Yeah.
We
scallywags.
was scallywagging around, jumping around behind people's bushes and shit.
When you're high, like everyone's eyes are always on you, and like they're thinking about you. They're like, what are they doing? What are they up to? They're just picking on you, picking at you.
They know.
Even though they're over there, they're just like, man, how much is this orange soda gonna cost? You know, they're doing their own thing. They're out here worried about something else. But in
Mhm.
your head, you're like, they're watching me.
When I used to smoke, I never went anywhere.
You would stay home.
Just stay at home. Just stay home.
That's the way
yeah.
to do it. Like if you're gonna be inebriated in some way, like be at home or
No, man.
like
I
with
I
close
used to go
friends
f-
at their house or something.
used to go for late night
Mm.
weed walks.
Weed walks.
Weed walks.
Yeah, man.
You just walk your weed.
Cop stop. The cop
He'd
stops
like
me,
put
they're
the nug on like a little
A little leash.
string.
Cop,
Yeah.
cop stops me and they're like, what are you doing so late, young man? Oh, I'm just walking my weed, officer. That's all.
Benny the
Don't
Bull wanted to go
worry.
for a little walk. He was
Carry
getting a
on.
little anxious.
He needed to go to the bathroom. You get what I'm saying? I had to take him for a walk. Have a nice
Had
day
to make a
now.
wee.
Just like that. That was beautiful.
So complete tangent, unrelated, but back to what happened before when we were talking about like rivers and like pea monsters that'll eat your urethra.
What?
I'm actually afraid of fresh water, like rivers, lakes. I hate it. I hate it.
about
I will go swimming in
oceans?
the ocean
Oh, okay,
7
never
days a week, 24/7. You put me in you put me in front of a fresh body of water. I'm like, ooh, I gotta think about this one.
mind. Why?
Okay, two reasons. One, have you ever like put on goggles and look down through the ocean? It's just like, oh, it's dark and there's some sand, a little shell. That's so cool. You go into fresh water, you look down, it's like, that's a big stick and there's a big fish. And maybe in that big stick, there's a snake and vines. It's just a bunch of like gross things that just like touch you.
Is it because lakes are brown?
And it's murky. It's like brown water.
Well, because it's,
I
it's,
will-
Poop water.
it's still water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I
It's
hate it
also-
so much.
But
Swimming
like
in a lake is
moving
so
water,
much
like
dirtier.
rivers and stuff, It's like cleaner
Still
and
no.
nicer. No?
Yeah.
Still no, just because I have the fear that because I don't know if you guys have a lot of them where you are, but like there are tons of turtles around here. They're all snapping turtles.
I thought you were
And
saying
I-
gators.
No, there are. I've no, maybe I don't know.
I
I've
found
never
a
seen
baby
gator.
snapping turtle not too long ago. It was really cute.
We see big ones all the
little
time where I live.
baby.
So it's like
Oh,
anytime
yeah.
I go into a fresh body of water, I'm like, I'm gonna step on one, and he's gonna remove 3 of my toes in half a
He's gonna
second.
snap my wiener off.
Yeah, he's just gonna eat
We
it.
don't want that.
But it's like I don't know. There's so many things that like my brain is like, be paranoid about this, worry about this. It's gonna kill you. It's gonna eat you. You're gonna get infected. It's gonna take you away. But like ocean water, I'm like, this water's practically sterile. Worst thing that's gonna happen is like a funny little jellyfish
like
comes
there's-
by.
There's jellyfish, there's sharks,
There's so much in the
there's
ocean.
stingrays.
Yeah, but there's never a shark by the coast. That doesn't, you know what
Yeah,
I
You
mean?
want me to
there's-
send you a
they-
video?
I
No.
see people catch
Ryan.
sharks like fishing.
Yeah, but
the
it's
shore.
like you're
Wrong.
fishing for them. Like I'm not going out to like the 9 million foot deep section. I'm like staying near the shore. I'm building sandcastles. I'm building a little moat. I'm burying people. You know,
Okay,
I'm not.
Ryan. Did you watch River Monsters?
Yeah, I did.
Is that what makes you scared?
No,
Those
no,
fucking
no,
monsters.
no. It is well beyond that. I'm not afraid of the fish in there. I'm afraid of everything else. I'm afraid of just like, I don't know. It just makes me feel gross. Like
I'll
I'm
never
in like
forget the
river water
time-
and I'm like,
I'll never forget the time that we went to the lake. We used to go to the lake all the time. Like every summer, we'd get a lake house for a week, and we'd take my stepdad's boat up there and just like hang out. I jumped out of the boat in like kind of slightly shallowish water, and I'm kind of sitting there treading, and I hit a stick, and it was like a slimy stick, and I just remember screaming, "Snake!"
That's
and
exactly
then I
what it
realized
is.
it was a stick.
yeah.
And I was like, ah, shit, sorry.
That's exactly how I react. If like a little fish touches my foot, I'm like, I'm gonna die.
I mean,
I'm gonna
at
die,
least
it's
that is
over.
any
They
water.
bite you a lot more often too. Like you could just be floating
Yeah.
and they'll come and nibble on your ass cheeks.
Give it a little.
Just
I
like that.
remember. So my
That's just
parents have
me.
this little I say lake house. It's like a little trailer on a lake in Georgia. And I woke up one morning to let my dog out, and I looked, and there was this big, long black snake on the fence in between their house and their neighbor. And I guess it like heard me or saw me or whatever, but it unwound itself and wiggled down the fence and jumped into the water. And I was like, well, I'm not swimming today.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! So
It
last,
had to have been 2 feet long, 3 feet long.
last weekend when I went to help pull those boys out of the mud with my vehicle. I was going back. I have these boards that you put up under the tire that have like some treads to them, so the tire can catch on it and move. And so I put my recovery boards under this guy's tires, and as I'm pulling him, his truck weight like pushed them down into the mud. So I was in this like sloppy, nasty, like super watery mud trying to find my recovery boards, and a fucking copperhead comes swimming across in front of me, just across the top
And
of the
they're
water. And I
aggressive.
sat there just like,
Jesus.
and it was little. It was like maybe 1.5 feet long, but they
That's
can
even worse,
still
no?
bite. Yeah, they can still
Are you
bite.
afraid
They're
of
very
snakes? 'Cause-
potent. I'm not scared of snakes, but I
Mm.
don't want to encounter a poisonous
Yeah.
snake
Why were you out there, Maddie?
because I have a truck that can pull silly little boys' trucks out of the mud whenever they get stuck.
Silly boys.
Everybody who's listening into the podcast, for context, Maddie loves little boys.
That is no.
I was not expecting that one.
It's canon.
I'm gonna say that sounds worse than okay. But yeah, so I went out there to pull them out because 5 boys got 2 trucks stuck and needed some
She
help.
got bigger car. I mean, bigger.
I got big wheel, big tire, big knobby tire, 4-wheel drive.
4-wheel drive.
How many cylinders you got?
6.
12. Oh.
6.
6 cylinders.
But have you
Come on,
considered?
man.
That's interesting.
It's more than 4.
That's interesting. But have you considered suicide?
Sometimes, but like
You know
I
what
said in
they
the last
say.
episode, I live purely out of spite. So
Tim, you're so
Oh,
edgy,
yeah.
dude.
Oh, true. But you know what they say? 6 cylinders or suicide, you know? Do or die. V8 or
What if you have only 4?
jump off a bridge.
What Ryan is trying to tell you is that he wants you to
4 is
die. He
more.
doesn't care about you at all.
that's okay.
It's actually not what I said at all.
He actually, those are the exact words left his mouth. He was like, I do not care about this person.
True. I just said it in Spanish, so you guys didn't hear it.
Yeah. Yeah,
when you
that's
actually
true.
when
Yes,
you don't
because
know
when
a
you
language,
speak Spanish, it's all completely quiet for us.
well, no, because it's how your brain works. When your brain
He
automatically filters out,
telepathically spoke it in Spanish.
your brain
Yeah.
automatically filters out any language that you don't understand. That's actually how it works. So
That's why babies go goo goo gaga, and you think they're just like saying nothing, but really they're speaking full sentences in between
Duh.
those goos and those gas.
Haven't
Do
you
you
seen
think that-
Rugrats?
they're when a baby says goo goo gaga, it's really referencing the scriptures. You know, it's telling you about the rapture that's coming. You know.
Okay. Wow.
And then they forget
And as you
it
grow,
when they
you
get
forget
older.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of babies, do you think that they, if they could, would wipe sitting down or standing up?
Are
They
you
wipe
kidding? The
laying
baby would
down.
roll around in it just for fun, and then
I
realize they're
don't
like,
like
I
that we're
don't
having
feel
this
so
conversation.
good. The baby would just roll around.
You know
Tim
what?
just
what I
doesn't
think.
wipe. That's why he doesn't like this conversation.
That's true. I
Yeah.
don't.
Tim
That's
was that
me.
baby.
No, dude, I hated germs when I was a kid. I was like, I would get upset. Like literally, I would get so upset when like gross anything touched my hands that like I would be playing outside with my friends and I would run and trip on a rock or something, and I specifically would not like I would go out of my way not to catch myself with my hands because I didn't like the dirt on my hands. So I would just land face first into like concrete and dirt. I'd be like,
So that's what's wrong with you. So much
Mm.
A lot
head
of brain
trauma.
Head
damage.
trauma, yeah.
for sure.
TBI's
Yeah.
out the wazoo.
It's also
But he's
that
got
all-
the cutest, softest hands you've ever seen on a man.
No, they're
I
not.
thought you were going to say
Skrunkly
softest
hands?
head, like he doesn't have a skull.
I wish I could say the truth. Yeah,
Just-
I just like.
His skull hasn't formed yet.
He just kept on massaging it.
Mm.
It never got hard.
Dang. Soft skull Tim.
I've heard that Tim does have issues getting hard, so
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
That's not true. Because I'm hard right now.
I literally was like, he's about to say he has a boner.
I have a boner.
Love that. So do I.
It's because he's in my house.
Anyway.
That's
He
true.
can smell me from the other room.
So, like, how far did the extent of your germaphobness go? Like, what other stuff would you get upset
so
about?
when I was little, I used to when I learned to piss standing up, I didn't like touching my dick. So what I would do is I'd stand up over the toilet and then I would hold my stomach and I would aim my dick by pulling the skin above on my stomach. And I would just pull a little bit and it would aim it. I was like, I didn't want to touch my dick. And then when I wanted
Why
to
didn't you
shake
just
it,
sit down to pee?
when I would shake it, because that's dumb. And I was like,
'Cause
when
then
I
you
would
gotta
shake
touch
it,
it.
Okay,
I
yeah.
would
Is it
just
dumber
go,
than
I
pulling
do
your
that.
stomach skin?
yeah, and you're dumb. And so what I would do to get to shake it, to do the final shake off, you know, the nail in the coffin of the piss, I would go on my stomach and it would work.
That is
Wow.
That's a revelation.
a very vulnerable moment for you. Thank you for being so open about that.
I'll kill you. I don't care.
There was
I
one
just
time
like
that
sitting down, so
I decided that I wanted to pee like a boy, but I just sat backwards on the toilet. My
What did
mom
you-
walked
Don't
in
you
and
guys
was
have
like,
those,
what are
like-
you doing?
Don't you guys have those little pussy adapters that like turn it into like a standing faucet?
she-
The
Shiwi.
shiwis? It's called a shiwi.
So
It's called a shiwi.
it is called a
Yeah.
shiwi. I've seen them like
No
for camping
way.
and
it's for
stuff.
like camping, yeah.
Yeah, but I've never used one. I literally, when we go camping, I have like a pop-up little like one-person changing room, and then like a toilet bucket that we
I'm
pour
just
cat litter
imagining-
in.
Like Maddie is like for the first time she's trying to piss standing up like a guy. She's like, I'm a dude, bro. And she just goes and pisses down her legs. Can't
There
piss.
was one time that we were off-roading and we were on this trail. There was literally nowhere for me to go and not be seen. So I walked
Oh,
way,
God.
way, way up the trail by myself. I was like holding my pee for so long. Like it was painful. And I finally found a place, squatted down, and then just, I don't know. I don't know if it was the angle or what, but peed on my feet.
I've done that so
All over the
often.
toes?
I
It's
was
real
so
easy to
upset.
piss on your feet.
I was very upset.
When I was a kid and I would go visit my cousins, they were all like they were all outdoorsy girls, like running around barefoot, pissing outside, like digging holes. And I remember I was like, I have to go to the bathroom, and my cousin was like, just piss outside. And and so I did, and I didn't really like understand the whole like pull your pants down, but like hold it out and or like squat differently.
And you just pee
And-
directly into your pants?
Yeah, I peed in my
You just-
pants. Like
Oh,
I
no.
pulled them down and then pissed in my pants, and so I had to explain to my parents that.
Hold on, I'm still hung up on the fact that like the little standing girl pee cup thing is called a shiwi. That's fucking incredible.
That's what I
thought it
needed,
had
was a
some like
shiwi.
Incredible name.
yeah, I really thought it had some like professional name, like we all know like a diva cup is like
Mhm.
that's like okay that's a you could say that in a room and nobody would bat an eye.
What
It's
is
a
it?
serious name.
A
The
diva
diva
cup?
cup, like the
A diva
menstrual
cup is like
cup.
you're like here take this cup and it'll collect the juices from
The
your
juices.
from your menstrual
What if
cycle.
we just say period
When you're on your
That's a-
blood?
Yeah.
Why is it
That's
gotta
When
a
you're on
be
your
thing.
period,
juicy?
it just literally collects the blood and you pull it out
Man.
and dump it out. and
I've
pop it
never
back
heard
in.
of that.
It's more
Yeah, 'cause-
environmentally
a life
conscious.
changer and the only thing I will ever use from here on out.
I'd never wanted to hear that from you. I never wanted to know how you handle those things,
She,
and I'm upset that I heard that.
Well, I'm all about
I'm
women
worse off for
supporting
it.
women, and you have long hair, so
Well,
So you're a woman.
That's
Wow.
all you need.
Where's your diva cup, bitch?
I lost.
he accidentally put it up his butt.
It's
Just
wrong
collected
hole.
semen.
He's like, I use the CVS version of it. It's not called a diva cup. The great value diva
But
cup.
the shiwi though, what a fucking name, dude.
I
I
love
feel
that
like
you
if
keep
I
going
say that
back
in a
to
room,
that.
everyone's just gonna because I can't get over it. I feel
It
like if I say
is
shiwi,
incredible.
everyone's just gonna like give me like that like the rock look, like boom, you know? And I'm just like you know, the shiwi, boom.
It's straight to the point, and you don't have to guess
Yeah.
what it does.
That's true. That's true. That's good marketing. That's
Yeah.
good marketing.
For sure.
They're
Maybe I'll
masters.
get one. Maybe I'll try it out. Hey, Shiwi,
But then you're
sponsor
after
us.
you use it, it like it's
Give
full of
me a
pee.
shiwi,
I mean,
too.
like it's empty, but it's been pissed on, so it's like you rinse it with the water. What?
See,
what
that's
do you
why
do?
like I've
Yeah,
never bought
Wash
one
it,
because
yeah.
I don't
You
want to
put it
have
in the
to
dishwasher.
deal with the cleanup, I guess.
Gross.
Put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah,
I
throw
mean, I
your
guess it'd
shiwi in the
work.
dishwasher. It's dishwasher safe.
It's like you see it in your car, and you're like, "Is that a dirty shiwi or a clean shiwi?"
Give it a sniff.
Give it a sniff. Ooh, does she eat asparagus?
Just
Man, she definitely had them bang peas.
ugh,
Them what?
bang peas. I feel like the only thing that's ever made my pee smell weird is like asparagus or coffee.
I guess.
Or
He's like, I don't know. It
incredible
smells pretty normal to
dehydration.
me.
You say urinary tract infection.
Me? No, I said incredible dehydration, but also
Oh.
a urinary tract
No.
infection.
Yeah.
Sometimes people would be like, smells like an infection.
Yeah, hold on. Wait a minute. I've got a question. I
No.
feel like okay, first of all, it is way more common for girls to get a urinary tract infection, right?
Yeah.
Because like I've never had one. Tim's never had one.
Yes, I have.
You have? Tell
Yeah.
me the
Tim's
details
like, how
now.
fucking dare you think I've never had a
Yeah, I
UTI?
have. My piss is burned.
You
That
feel
was
part dragging in the
syphilis, Tim.
bathroom?
No, man. So
we
one
call
time when I was,
them-
w-
Oh,
when
sorry,
I was
go ahead.
younger, when I went on the school field trip thing, we went to like a museum. And the whole time, the teacher did not let me go to the bathroom for some reason. And
Oh
so
God.
the whole time I held in my piss for like the entire day. And then when I got home, I was like, Mom, I really need to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom. And then like I sit down, and then literally 30 seconds later, I have to go to the bathroom again, and it's a full bladder of piss. Like full piss bladder, and then 30 seconds later, another full piss bladder. And I'm like, what is happening? And then it kept happening for like days on end. I was like, Mom, why am I pissing so much? She took me to the doctor, and doctor's like, yeah, kid, you've got a urinary tract infection. You're pissing too much. You better
Dun
stop.
dun dun.
So I had to take
Your man got an
antibiotics.
UTI.
I take
It didn't like
antibiotics.
burn or anything. Like it didn't.
No, it was one of those weird cases where it doesn't.
Tim's actually
Very
invincible.
One in
I
a
think it-
million.
It was just
Wow.
like deeper in my urinary tract or something.
Love
I don't
that.
know.
Love that for you. Love that for the doctor. For that.
So who else
copay.
here has had a urinary tract infection and would like to share?
Infection.
Not I.
I have.
The girls have.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's very common for girls, and it's like
well, it's not that common. I mean, in my long,
Oh yeah,
Life.
well
My
every
50
girl
years.
gets every
Weird
girl gets
thing.
urinary tract infection.
I've only
every
had
day,
it 3
don't you know?
times.
Weird thing. I went through like a phase of getting them a lot, and it
Mhm.
was only when I was dating one person.
Dirty dick.
And then as soon as we broke up, I stopped having them.
You were allergic to
Hmm.
him.
Yeah, like I think that
Schmegma.
something about like his, because I mean, there's like bacteria all over your body or whatever. Something about like his body and my body didn't vibe.
Y'all's pHs were off.
Yeah, but as soon as
Y'all
we
need to get a test kit.
broke up, like
You know what's interesting is my a friend of mine actually he tried with his ex-wife many times to have children, and they couldn't, and they thought he was infertile. But what actually turned out is, what actually turned out is that she was allergic to his semen, because what they didn't realize is that every time that they had sex, she would get a yeast infection almost like within the next couple of days, like almost immediately after. And they were like, they didn't think anything of it. And the doctor was like, "Yeah, you're allergic to his semen. You cannot have kids. That's why you have your yeast infections."
That's awful. That's like
know how
scary.
that works.
He needs to drink more water.
Only his semen or all semen?
No, his semen in particular, because all semen's
That's so
slightly
gross.
different. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
I
be
was gonna
allergic.
say, I know some people are
What's
allergic to
Sexaton?
semen,
Yeah.
but like that's super unfortunate. Like that's just sad. You know what I mean? Like I feel like your sex life is like if you're like
sure-
actually just like allergic to semen, like you gotta that's a scary thing. You know? Like
I'm sure if
that's
he
really
ate a more
sad.
balanced meal, it probably would
Nah,
not be.
he was spewing out
Pure
battery acid out
pineapple,
his
the
balls.
He's
next
eating
week.
meat and cheese. It's like gravy coming out.
I mean, to be fair, both of it,
Oh, Jesus.
when he was a kid, he had like his heart like exploded in his chest or something like that. And then now that he's an adult, he's on chemodialysis because both of his kidneys failed. So yeah, he has some problems. For sure.
Jesus.
Maddie, what were you saying before?
No, I was gonna say, you know what sucks is that taking an antibiotic can mess with your pH down there, and then you can get a yeast infection right after having a UTI.
We call that a double whammy in the
A
biz.
double whammy. That happened to me the first time that I got a UTI, and then
The
using
pussy pounder.
yeast infection medicine is a horrific experience. I did not know how
Ugh.
that worked.
So
Nobody
I have
had
a
me
funny-
prepared for that.
So
I have a
that's some
funny
double
story
dipper.
about that. So when I was first like going into cosmetology, I was just a shampoo girl at a salon, which is
She was
literally
the
what it
poo
is.
girl.
You just shampoo people.
She was the poo-poo
And
girl.
one of the girls I worked with was like, "Oh, I got a yeast infection." She's like, "Man, it feels like you're so itchy. You can just shove a round brush up there and just start going to town."
Shit.
So
What?
if you ever want to
Kill her!
know just
Get
how
rid of
itchy
her!
it is, it's enough to put a round brush that you use to blow out your hair to scratch the inside of yourself.
Oh my
Well,
god.
see, it wasn't like the itching that, like, I noticed it was weird, and that's like why I was like, okay, I think that this is what it is. And I went and got medicine. It didn't get to that point for me. But like, you know,
Lucky.
the medicine is like a pill, you know, you just shove up there, and then it like melts.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like you just give birth to this, like,
It's like alien slime.
yeah, it's disgusting. It's
Really funny.
My God.
absolutely foul. I remember it happening. I was like, Mom, something's wrong.
Mom.
I call my mom for everything. We have no boundaries.
I definitely talk to my mom about a lot of things, but what's happening to Miss Kitty is never on the docket.
Miss Kitty. Mrs. Kitty, she's married.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Couple more
Meow.
months of freedom.
Yeah.
Can guys
Stop
get
talking
yeast
about Miss Kitty
infections?
like that.
Yes, guys can get yeast infections. I know a
Whoa.
guy who
Google
got
it.
one. He says that he got it from a girl. I don't know how that works.
Well,
But-
an infection of any kind is like transmittable technically. 'Cause that's the
Yeah, I
virus.
guess
The
so.
It does make sense if
but
they were having
anyway,
everything
he said that he
sex.
got it from this girl, and he just had an itchy wee wee.
Mm.
Itchy wiener.
Oh, I've had
Mm.
that. It's just a little gonorrhea. Never hurt nobody.
Hey, at least
it's
you can get
fine,
rid of
it's
it.
fine.
That's why they call it gonorrhea, because it's always going.
Gone. Bye bye.
Gonorrhea.
It's not like diarrhea that's here to stay.
So-
Just kidding. That was a dumb joke.
Sounds to me like Maddie has a burning asshole from the diarrhea she shits every day.
That's called IBS, baby.
Sounds about right.
I be
One of my-
shitting.
One of my friends in my like college friend group chat said something about how he was like, we didn't think that you ever had any kind of solid shit ever. And I was like, well, that's not fair. Of course I have solid poops, you know?
Every
But
once in
then,
a while.
literally that night, IBS strikes again. And I was like, they put that on me. They
You're like
just
describing a
cursed
solid poop.
me.
You're like, I definitely have solid poops. They're They feel gray coming out. It's great.
And then the bubble guts start coming in.
It's like when Michael Scott was talking about touching boobs. He's like, it's like touching a bag of sand.
What? A bag of
On
sand?
The Office, he was like, I'm
It's
pretty
not
sure it was
that's a 40-year-old virgin.
for that.
Michael
Was, okay,
Scott.
same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was
because
talking
didn't
about
she have,
touching
like,
boobs.
Fake boobs.
No. Yes, but I got my shit mixed up. It was 40-year-old virgin.
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell.
Yeah.
They were asking him what it was like when he had sex, and he was like, "Yeah, I was touching her breasts. They felt like bags of sand." And they were all like, "Bags of sand." You're a
Could've used
virgin.
another analogy. I hope that when my husband gets home, he says that he likes that my boobs feel like a bag of sand.
They're definitely blocking some water coming.
I hope that he does like what they do with bags of sand on like those metalwork shows where they just like cut them
God.
open with a sword.
He's like,
Yeah,
man,
you hope
these
he does
feel,
it.
Well, at least they're
These
real.
feel like bags of sand. Let me just check. Let me see. What color sand you got in here?
Yep, that's definitely
See,
not
I would
sand.
prefer I would prefer him to do what they do with like bags of ice before you put them in a cooler. Just pick them up and throw them on the ground really hard.
Slam them.
Punch them
Break
around.
them titties
punch 'em
up. I mean, ice.
Break these biddies up.
These beauties.
I agree.
Maddie.
Let's do that.
Back to your IBS.
Yes.
I have a question for you. So,
Very important.
I've been really wanting to hear about this since I don't have one. You have a bidet.
Yes.
Mm.
Tell us how much you like it or dislike it.
Do you stand up or
Dude.
sit down when you use it?
I
Oh, God.
I've actually trained myself to stand on the other side of the bathroom and aim it directly
it in your
at my
mouth.
butthole to clean from there.
Magnificent.
And it's beautiful.
She trained it. She actually gives it treats when it does well.
What, her asshole
like,
or the
"You did
bidet?
Give it a little poop.
Yes, both.
Little
But no,
nugget.
it seriously is a life changer. I was kind of threatened into getting it by a friend who said that he would be mean otherwise.
Remember, guys, bully your friends. It turns
bully
out
your friends.
It's good.
Sometimes
it's good for them.
a good thing. It gets them
You
to
get
get
a
a bidet,
bidet.
and they have the cleanest ass of all time. But no, seriously, like I cut down on toilet paper and just effort in general. But I will
So you
say, what's that?
I'll say you still wipe. even
Yeah,
if you-
yeah. I mean, like you're
With the
Get the
bidet.
water off, right?
yeah, you have to get the water off, and it's always
You don't
good to
wanna
like
be
make sure that
drippy.
it's
Just-
clean. You know,
Just shake it off.
shake it up. I actually have a towel.
You sit there twerking on the toilet seat, drying your butthole off.
Just get water everywhere. Poop
Oh
water.
man, I wasn't fully
Um,
clean. I got shit on the mirror again.
On the
Fuck.
mirror.
Not
Okay.
again.
I got shit on my toothbrush. I used it. Oh.
Oh
I know.
man.
I actually
I-
use the bidet spray to wet my toothbrush before I brush my teeth.
It is
As
clean.
you should.
I
It's like seltzer
used,
water.
I used a bidet for the first time on my birthday this year.
Happy
Whoa,
birthday!
happy birthday.
And because I had a little too much to drink, and you got the sour shits the next morning, so the bidet definitely came in handy. And it was great, but let me tell you, that water was ice cold, and it hits you.
Yes.
It literally, it's like a bullseye right on the hole.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, it's
shocking.
Yeah,
You know what
when
I-
I
you
first
know what I like
steam
about
as a
that?
whistle.
what?
Oh no.
Nothing.
Okay, good.
That's like,
When I first got my bidet, it was like dead of winter. It was
Ooh.
so cold,
Mm.
and I knew that it was gonna be cold. Like I had this feeling I was like it's gonna be cold because I didn't get the heated kind, and God, did it feel like Elsa just let it go, you know, like straight in
You had an
my
icicle on your
I was-
butthole.
Frosty
I was like,
going
it's
bowling
worth
with
it.
you.
It's worth it. But now I've learned to like slowly turn it up so that I can kind of like anticipate it. So that's my trick to getting past the icy cold of
She's getting turned up. Turn it up.
So I know
This
that-
shit
DJ,
get
day, DJ, turn that
Day,
shit
day.
up.
I know
Just like
there's
that.
like different levels on a bidet, like 1 through 5. 1 was plenty. Have you ever cranked that bad boy to 5?
I have like when I was experimenting with it, like when I first got it, I cranked it up all the way and I was like, oh, that's just gonna shoot
It
right
shot out
through
of your
me.
mouth.
it's only for special occasions.
Yeah, so I will not be using
That
that.
one's an
but I want to
advanced
get another
technique.
one for
You
the
gotta
other
train.
toilet because it really is a very, very convenient thing to have. I would recommend it for every home.
I have
think I
one,
might
but
get
it's not
one.
installed because I'm too
Mm.
afraid to.
You have one, but it's not installed?
Yeah.
Do it. It's
I
so
got it for
easy.
Christmas.
Sounds like you need to do that tonight.
Maybe
We'll
I
walk
will.
you through
Or-
it.
Go take a quick
Yeah,
you
shit,
gotta
come
report-
back on the podcast. Let
You gotta
us know how
report.
it is.
Yeah, report back to us on the next podcast.
Hell
How
yeah.
it
Yo,
feels.
next
Set one up in the
week's
sink.
podcast, I'll give you all the full review, breakdown, and analysis of of just my personal bidet experience. You know.
Will you please record a clip of not of you using it like
Wow,
of your
that
butt,
was-
No,
but
the
like
first
of
time.
your face
You
when you use
pervert.
it?
Yeah, I'll definitely
He's
do
just
that.
on the toilet.
I'm gonna start crying.
Just
When
starts,
my-
just moans.
When my mom came to visit me a couple weeks ago, she used the bidet for the first time, and all I heard from the bathroom was "whoa." I was like,
my.
she used the bidet.
Oh,
Whoa. Not like that, but she like
Oh.
audibly
it's shocking.
like, wow.
So do you ever like wake up in the middle of the night and you like forget you have it?
Well, it doesn't just
Um,
like you have to turn it on.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait.
You like there's a like panel of knobs that you use. Like it doesn't just automatically spray your butt or anything.
Oh,
So
I thought
I
it
think the
did.
ones
thought
that do that are the actual toilets with a bidet,
mhm.
like in it. Like you have to buy
yeah,
a
that's
bidet
in
toilet.
Japan. They have those as like standard. Like every
Yeah.
like every place has them pretty much. Like or like
feel like most
public restrooms have
countries-
them.
Most
that's just-
non-Western
that's
countries
Japan.
are like bidet good.
Japan is better than here.
Bidet good, TP bad.
But yeah, no, like the bidet thing is awesome. I'm a big fan of that. I wish
Big
that
fan of the
more
bidet?
people were on board because
Would you-
I thought
would-
it was weird at first.
Would
Whereas
you use a public bidet?
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, it's clean water.
if I
Yeah,
was
but
in
you
a
don't know what's
bathroom that
splashing
felt
back.
clean, yes. But like a gas station bathroom in a place that like the ceiling tiles are falling down, no.
It shoots
Or
out
like a
water
Walmart
with
bathroom?
more shit in it.
I was just about to say, I'm sure someone has shit on the nozzle.
Somebody pulled
It's
the
just
top off the
algae water
toilet,
that's-
shit in
it
there,
comes
and that's what
out.
it's spraying through. When you flush it,
I
it's just
100%
more
would
shit.
believe that.
When the toilet shits back.
The toilet shits in you.
Oh.
Dude,
It would be
I
a
should
lot
do
for
that.
me to even
I should go
use,
to a
like,
public
someone else's
toilet and put
bidet.
like just like a bunch of like either brown or just yellow food coloring in like the top of the toilet and just
Evil.
wait, see what happens. Really ponder what the next person who flushes that toilet's gonna think.
Okay, well now I
Or
want to
make
do that to
That's
to my
fucking
husband
terrible to the
next week.
people that have to like clean the toilets.
I
be like,
am
"Why
going
is
to
the
do it with
fucking water
red food
brown?"
coloring.
They don't
Really
clean the
freak 'em out.
toilets. Have you seen a gas station toilet? They walk in there, throw a bucket of like a 5-gallon bucket of water at it, and they're like, "That's good to me." And then they go back to the cash
how come
register.
so many gas stations literally smell like armpit sweat?
Which
Like,
is
why
your
is that
armpit sweat
so
smell like?
common?
Usually it smells like an animal shelter and armpit sweat.
No, but you know what I'm saying though,
True.
right? Like, why do they all smell that way?
Because people who've been on the road for hours and days and stuff use those bathrooms.
No, not the
More-
bathrooms, and that wouldn't happen. I'm talking about literally just like the front gas station, convenience
What
store
wouldn't
area.
happen?
Because you live in Jersey.
Yeah, that's it.
We have a lot of roads.
The whole state smells like that.
We have a
The
you
armpit
know.
of
Okay, no.
North.
I've never been.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
dude, but you're
There is
entirely
a
right.
Smell, though,
Yeah, well,
but I wouldn't
Jersey's
necessarily
actually,
call it armpit
uh,
sweat.
Jersey actually has a main export to the rest of the
We have
United States.
corn.
You know what it is?
Bet you guys never seen a corn before.
It's actually the main export in New Jersey is actually corn. It's the most corn in the world. It's where all the
Corn
corn
grows
grows
everywhere.
90% of the world's corn supply comes from New Jersey.
Yeah, it's actually
New
real.
Jersey is actually just corn.
Yeah, it's
So
all
it's actually
cornfield.
we actually
Is
live
that-
on a
I don't
kernel,
know
on a
if-
big old kernel, a big
The
old
whole
great
world.
kernel, a great big kernel, and that's where we live. It's called the Kernel State.
I don't believe that.
It's true. You can
Well,
look it
you
This
up.
is
see,
like
like that's
the
because your
Neanderthal
education
thing last-
system failed
You
you.
know,
This
like
is like the
how in-
Neanderthal
you know,
thing
like
last
how in-
week.
you know, like how
for
in
5
Manhattan.
seconds. Let me fucking finish. Div, you got every single fact about the Neanderthal wrong last week. Every
You know-
single thing you said. They had
Listen.
small brains. You said that they were tall. Both fucking wrong. You said that that's why they died out. And as I was reading on, they just it just
you know
that
how like
happened.
in Manhattan, how like all the how Manhattan is just like a big rock and all the buildings are carved out of stone. Well, it's like that, but for New Jersey, it's like a big corn.
Hold on, wait a minute. What do you mean Manhattan's a big rock and the buildings were carved out of stone? I'm not so sure about that one, buddy. I'm not sure that's how they did that.
That's real.
I
That's how
think
that's how they did
I think
it.
that we're in fantasy land.
New
time.
Jersey's not even on the list of highest rates of corn production. You stupid fucks. Iowa is number
This is
one.
just
Illinois,
Fantasyland.
Minnesota, Indiana, Kansas, South Dakota, Ohio,
Man,
Missouri,
we
Wisconsin,
got
and Michigan.
Mrs. Emily
Michigan
over
is
here
on there.
debunking all of the silly, dude. Come on, let me
I'm
let
gonna
me
get
live in
really
my
anti-
corn
All right,
fantasy.
Emily, you're gonna have to go to the ER to get that stick up your ass surgically removed.
It wasn't me that looked it up. You stupid dumb.
You're gonna have to
It's
get that
against
corn
that.
stalk out of there. It's not where it goes. Let me live in my corn fantasy, man.
Nobody can take our sillies, man. Our New Jersey sillies. Nobody can take them.
I legitimately
got that corn
sometimes
pride.
don't
We got
think
the Jersey
I think you
sillies.
think you're right, and I'm here to prove you wrong
right.
every time. That is going to be my job.
I think it's
for the
something
rest
about
of
the
my
way
life.
that this is like a nightly thing that comes up is the New Jersey being the
It's the
major
best
exporter
what
of
the fuck ever.
anything,
corn,
anything and
wheat.
everything.
Child
It's my
porn.
favorite joke. That's
That
my
was
favorite.
right.
That is literally my favorite joke that I've ever made. For no
We are
reason
number
at
one
all.
in nothing besides like maybe like gas prices, maybe.
Yeah, dude.
If we're
Number
lucky,
one
we
in
might got that.
California's got you beat.
Like, did you know that?
Gas
dude.
prices
Did you know that
and
New Jersey
hate
is actually
crimes.
like the
And
main
hate
export of
crimes.
like all the green beans in the world? All of them. Every single green bean. goes to New Jersey.
French cut, snap,
Sugar
like
snaps.
what kind of beans?
Sugar snaps.
Sugar
also,
snaps. Okay.
Also, canned goods and diapers. That's.
Well,
The
they
Green
have to
Giant's
be with
actually
all
my
the
neighbor.
Bullshit that you be spewing, beach.
I know the Green Giant. I know Mr. Eminem himself. He lives
I know
next
him.
door.
You know
That's
the Jolly
true though.
Green
We do have the M&M factory. We do have that.
We have the Mars M&M's factory right.
That's
next
true.
Wow,
That's cool.
Funny story about the Mars M&M's factory. I knew somebody whose mother worked there, and they had special M&Ms made for the White House. They always do. They've done it for years, and they have like the president's face, their name, and their like presidency number on them.
That's
So
cool.
like, and these are like something that
Hmm.
you're not like you can take extra like candy from like the line or whatever. Nobody bats an eye. You're never supposed to touch these. They took a whole box of them. They took a whole box of White House M&Ms. They're like, check this out, and they're like, yeah, I stole these from work. I'm like. Of all the M&Ms
Whoa.
you could have stolen, you took the president's, and they had like little Joe Bidens on them. It's at number 46. I was like, it's cute as fuck. Me, 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 me.
Talking
And I
about
started
this is
eating
gonna
Did they
get
taste
somebody
good?
fired.
Look at little Joe Biden.
No,
He's
I mean-
dancing.
Or
He's
nuked.
dancing so beautifully.
Yeah. FBI is listening right now.
Yeah, they're listening in. One, I don't think they're gonna get fired. You'll never know. You'll never know. And two, I don't like these people anymore. So if they do, no skin off my back.
you, and therefore their
No sweat off
They
my
did.
back.
They're annoying. They caused me
I know
agony.
that you live next to the M&M factory, but I live about 30 minutes away from the Mount Olive pickle factory.
Pickle.
I honestly,
Get
I
it?
thought you were about to say
Pickle.
like I live about 15 minutes away from the world's most leading exporters in bidets for sure.
No.
Real
No, just
butt-
pickles.
Real butt blasters for sure.
She's like, my bidet was government funded.
The,
They gave
My
it to me
bidet
for free.
squirts
was saying-
pickle juice.
My bidet was sanctioned by the U.S. government. How do you feel?
They pickled
I
my
love that.
bidet actually.
My bidet is actually a power washer, and it pickles my
I'm never
booty
gonna be
hole.
able to find
Emily,
Tom.
you were saying something?
Sorry.
I don't even fucking remember. Oh, now I do. The LaCroix factories in Michigan. The
You
end.
live like
There was a
Never
there was
mind.
a
I
TikTok the
shouldn't
other
have
day
been.
of a dude who like he made a skit like where he snuck into the LaCroix factory and saw where they
Mhm.
were like rubbing a strawberry on a glass of water. It was funny.
I love LaCroix.
I
Look,
Or just
don't.
any
Right.
sparkling water.
I don't like
Flavorless
it.
bullshit.
disgusting. Seltzer's
Yeah.
vile. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All
It's
right,
just
so I'm
not
gonna
for
get
me.
everyone's take on what they think is New Jersey's top export before we close it out. Maddie, what do you think it is?
Good
Elastic
answer.
hairbands.
Okay, what did you say?
Elastic hairbands.
Okay, Manny, what are you
That's a
thinking?
good guess. That's close.
Oh, what I said earlier. Hate crimes.
Ryan,
That might be a little true.
You can't. No, you gotta ask Tim and I last. We live here. We know the answer.
you are last.
You're the
fool.
only ones left.
You're last.
Wait. What did you say? I
I
completely
didn't say
glossed
anything.
over it.
I'm asking.
That's what I'm saying. You go.
Well,
What do you think?
literally everybody literally only the two people who didn't know are Maddie and Manny. That's it. They're the only people who didn't read the Discord message.
No, I read it.
Oh.
He just made it up.
I still think it's hate crimes.
Pickle.
A pickle.
it's
Actually-
blueberries.
Or-
Blueberries.
okay.
So you
The
see the
blues.
blueberries. All right, Tim. Shall we share with them what the right answer is?
The blueberries.
Violence.
Just kidding. That's not real.
Violence.
It's violence. Our main export is
Oh.
violence.
I
We
thought the main
actually.
I could have
I believe
The
sworn
fact that I
breeding.
almost got run over at Newark definitely confirms that.
I could have sworn that the main export in New Jersey was the DMVs. They export them straight from the state, right off trucks, right? They just deposit them right into other states. It's a DMV.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
All right.
The,
Well,
the
I'm gonna wrap this up
permanent motor
now.
vehicles that just gets.
Never walk in Jersey. You will get hit. I'll make sure of it.
Yeah.
Just
that's
saying. Protect yourself.
cool. We live right on the intersection between
Okay. Thank you so much for listening to the Skrunkly podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe and listen to us every week. That'll make us so happy.
and Rich.
Leave some reviews.
Filthy rich.
Hopefully good ones. If you're gonna leave a bad one, just keep it to yourself, please. But
If you're gonna leave
or
a
blame
bad
Tim.
review, tell me personally. I will not share
Yeah.
it with anyone else.
If you're
Text
gonna leave a
Ryan.
bad review, just make sure my name is not mentioned in it, because I will kill
there
you.
you go. Okay.
That's not
All
true.
right. Well, thank you everybody, and we love you. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.